Boy, do I have stories for you. So I wrote my last book before, during, and after kids. I pitched the book when I was 7 months pregnant with my first, and I published the book when they were 3 and 5. No, 2 and 4. What is time? 2 and 4.
Yeah.
I sold the book. I was pregnant. Then it was COVID. And it turns out that when you write a book that's about 1 million different countries and outer space and the ocean, resources do not really live in New York necessarily. And I was kind of trying to figure out how to meet these people who I thought would be characters in the book, while, being a new parent and have sort of day-to-day demands and nursing and doctor's appointments and all of that stuff. And I got really, really lucky in that 2 of them told me, oh, well, we're going to be in New York. The unlucky part is that they were going to be in New York, both in the month after my due date with my second. But these people were coming from England and South Africa. So I was not going to not go. Like, there was no way I was going to make it to England or South Africa during COVID with small children. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to buckle up and bring the baby. And it more or less worked out. But at some point during the interview, I started seeing double and didn't really know where I was. And, he was very nice about it. And he too had 2 kids, but it was really, I felt like I had an hour, and after the hour, I was just like an animal. So but it did end up working out. And, I then sprinted across the street to find the baby, and it was all very dramatic. And then a couple of weeks later, I was actually up and about, and the weather was nice, and I was like, okay, this time I could just bring the baby. And so I brought the baby in a carrier midtown, sat down, we had brunch. And it was also lucky because the guy that I was interviewing in this case had 5 kids. And he didn't even blink. I was nursing the baby while asking him about his career, and he didn't even blink. And I have to say, it made me probably made me very sympathetic to them in the writing as well, because they kind of did me a solid, they met me, they took the time, they, didn't mind that I was my boobs were out.
It's another form of reporting, frankly.
Yeah, and you can disagree with them on a lot of, and as I did, we did not see eye to eye on a lot of the stuff we talked about, but fundamentally we were having a discussion, and they were meeting me where I was.